Oh, what's up? What's up? Oh my goodness, I just put eye drops in. So y'all just gonna have to deal with some watery eyes. And no, I'm not crying. Just they're eye drops. Okay. What are y'all doing? How y'all tonight? What's up, Nick? What's up, Jess? What's up? Who else is here? Everybody say hey. Just say hey. That's all I want to see. And I'm running solo tonight. What's up, Piper? What's going on, Melissa? Yeah, running solo tonight. So I did have a thank you. It's just a shirt. I'm actually just wearing shorts and this wonderful nightclub shirt that I wear. So I am actually, let me find my mouse here. So I am actually going to be doing this by myself. Yeah, looking fresh. It's not ironed. I just kind of do my thing, It's okay because I don't care. So I did have a guest that I was really wanting to get on here. He actually works out of Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics. Of course, it's here in Oklahoma. And he is a huge advocate for human trafficking, which is, of course, our wonderful episode for tonight, human trafficking. I don't really have a whole lot of statistics, but I do have like a couple of websites that I have already pulled up on my taskbar. I've got a story. I got a few stories. And you guys have to understand the difference between sex trafficking, human trafficking, and like labor trafficking, which I think the labor is intertwined with just trafficking, human trafficking. And that is also known as modern day slavery. So that's always a good thing to know because modern day slavery, it's still alive and well, you guys. And just so y'all know, I'm still rocking my Deadpool. So, I mean, it is what it is. So if you see, so I know how I am. Ow, damn it. You gotta have to move, Zeus. So I know how I am. So I'm a single guy. So when I go to Walmart, Target, any really department store, whatever, I'm pretty much by myself. They're not looking for me to be human trafficked. They're mostly targeting like younger boys, younger females, and believe it or not, mothers. They're really not messing around with dads. But it's very disgraceful as far as like as far as everything is concerned. It's very disheartening. So I really want to just start off tonight by reading like a little bit of this one's going to be, I think I'm going to pick a story. There's a Tiana, I believe, an Olivia, and a Kinsley, and a Carlos. So let's pick a Carlos. Let's do the second page. Let's pick a Carlos and let's pick Kinsley's story. So basically, I'm just going to read it like verbatim. I'm not going to go. I mean, it's not very long, and I'll read it pretty quick so you guys can just kind of just deal with my wonderful voice. So basically, this is Carlos's story. It says Carlos came from a wealthy family in Central America. Despite growing up with abusive alcoholic father, Carlos managed to succeed in school and graduate from a local university. With his college degree in hand, he secured a great job in his field that paid pretty well. Tragically, organized crime ran rampant in Carlos's county. Drug lords exerted tremendous power, and Carlos ended up in a dangerous situation involving the cartel. Oh, man. To escape from danger, Carlos sought opportunities in the United States. One day, he got a job offer that sounded incredible, would enable him to live somewhere safer, and would pay a decent amount of money. A dream job turns into a nightmare. When Carlos arrived in the U.S., he found the job was nothing like he had promised. Instead, he worked for a traveling carnival, for a traveling carnival, not to be, not the ships or anything. It's just traveling. Carlos's employer became physically and sexually abusive. Eventually, they began forcing him to have sex with others for their own financial gain. Carlos had become a victim of labor trafficking and sex trafficking. That's pretty brutal, y'all. Carlos's employers became yada yada yada. Thank you for not judging me. It feels so good to have people I can trust, said Carlos. Well, that's a quote from Carlos. Thankfully, a watchful community member reported seeing suspicious treatment of the employees at the carnival, and law enforcement intervened. Eventually, Carlos was recognized as a human trafficking victim survivor and was referred to the Dragonfly home. He was provided a safe shelter at a hotel until further accommodations were secured. Carlos also received assistance from an immigration attorney through the Dragonfly home. Now, Dragonfly home, if y'all don't know what Dragonfly is, it's basically, that's a safe haven here in Oklahoma. So let me find my mouse. So here's the website. I'm going to flip it up here. We're going to share screen. Give me 1 second. So here is the Dragonfly website. So basically, who they are: the services, human trafficking, survivor stories, common misconceptions, ways to give, get involved. You can volunteer. You can have internship. You can, if you're really passionate about this, they have job openings. They even have a human trafficking newsletter. Media, they have a blog, they have videos, they have human trafficking podcast, and Dragonfly in the news, or you can shop. And there's actually a rally kit. Now, that's here in Oklahoma. I don't know. Okay, I'm back. That's here in Oklahoma. Now, I know every state's probably going to have their own little episode or their own website. It's going to happen, regardless. But we're just fortunate enough to really push the fact that Oklahoma has this website. So what did y'all think about Carlos's story? I mean, he came from South America, came here, and then ended up with a job at a traveling carnival. I mean, I personally, I don't even know how you get intertwined with a traveling carnival, but I mean, I've never seen that on Indeed or anything. I'm just trying to make light of it, but that's just me. But I mean, assuming it's a shit story, it's a very, very traumatic thing, and it sucks. So I'm not even going to read. It's really hard for me to read in here because all the lights are off around me and the print is so small. It's hard to see it. So anyway, there's the print. It looks like a blank piece of paper. I mean, if y'all want me to read it, y'all want me to read Kinsley's story, or just move on? Speak to me. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Welcome to the Gorilla Lounge. There's nothing scripted here. We just do research. I can read, Matt. You want me to read it? Okay. So I know these topics that we've been hitting on. I know they're garbage, and I know they really suck. But it's stuff that we need to be addressed. That we need to be addressing. We need to it just needs to happen. And 49 font. Correct. It's pretty little. So basically, Kinsley's story, like so many other high school students, Kinsley suffered bullying by her classmates, both at school and at all hours on social media. What's up, Red? You've had a trafficking type case working in law enforcement? I have not. We did do a pornography search warrant illegal pornographic search warrant. It was like 2 knocks and then enter. So, like so many other high school students, Kinsley suffered bullying by her classmates, both at school and at all hours on social media. She also fought consistently with her parents, whom she felt didn't understand her at all. Her self-esteem dropped lower. She became depressed and started losing hope. Kinsley's thoughts turned into taking her own life. She wondered if anyone would even notice or care. You guys, you see right there, the first 4 topics, basically what the Gorilla Lounge has touched on is right there in that one friggin' paragraph. That's insane. Like, she was talking about suicide. There was domestic violence. She got bullied. I mean, there's everything. And Nick and Jess's podcast, they went and they talked about being bullied, on their show and how it needs to stop. It's all here. So one day, Kinsley decided to skip class and spend the afternoon gone alone at a local park. To her surprise and delight, several cute older guys approached her. Their compliments and interest made her feel happy for the first time in a long time. In that moment, their intentions filled her sense of Their attention filled her sense of emptiness. When they offered her some drugs to try, she didn't want to disappoint them. She desperately wanted to keep their attention. She accepted and she tried the drugs. Suddenly, everything became a blur. So everything, that's peer pressure, like through and through. And she wanted to be liked. And that sucks because, having kids, I have a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old, and that would suck. So Kinsley awoke to find herself in an unfamiliar hotel room. Her body was in terrible pain and she felt very disoriented. In her haze, she had already been sold for sex. The guy she met in the park turned out to be gang members. Now they were Kinsley's traffickers, and they sold Kinsley to dozens of men every day. The life became Kinsley's norm. She had become a victim of the crime of sex trafficking. That's crazy. So a quote by her, "It's been so long since I've been able to see hope." So throughout the Dragonfly home. So I'm not even going to read about the Dragonfly. And for those that are just now tuning in, Dragonfly is a website here, and it's not just a website. It's an actual place that it caters to human trafficking survivors and everything. I'll throw the website back up here. And you guys, we have to understand that there's a difference between human trafficking, sex trafficking, and then there's a combination of the both. And that's pretty intense. So there's 3 types. Again, there's 3 types of them. There's sex trafficking, there's labor trafficking, and then there's sex and labor trafficking. So you've got your escort services, and you think that, there's just a lot of them are just willy dillies. They just want to play with the willy dilly. And that's 1,200 cases, a little over 1,200 cases. Illicit massage, health, and beauty. Now, think about that one, y'all. Think about that. That is anything from your nails, your hair, your of course, like I said, your manicures, your pedicures, your face spas, your face massages, your back massages, your full body massages. I mean, that's all of them. So, little food for thought. It's not all of them. Okay. I'm not saying that's all of them. That's definitely probably a majority. See, I know there was a case. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but there was a case where I think Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics actually went down to a major city down south, and let's say there was 9 massage parlors. Out of those 9, 8 of them got shut down for being illegal. And the reason why they didn't shut the 9th one down is because it was already closed. So think about that. That's 9 That is 9 massage parlors that were all illegal. So that's pretty sick. First of all, stranger danger. And second, what parent didn't teach their child? Exactly, Piper. I could not tell you. I remember teaching my boys stranger danger. But here, a lot of times what they're doing is that they're just kind of waiting for like a single mom or the kid. Like sometimes parents will take their 13-year-old, 14-year-old and tell them to go into Walmart. Just run into Walmart real quick. I'll be out here waiting. And that's when they get taken. So I was watching a movie, you guys. This movie was called Trafficked. And I was like, okay. And it was kind of a B movie. I think it had Ashley Judd. It was a 2017 film. And the film depicted three different movies, like three different individuals. And one of the individuals I remember, she was a sister, and Ashley Judd portrayed like, I'm taking the kid. All the paperwork was done because she was in an orphanage because the children were victims of domestic violence. So they ended up going into like an orphanage where there was sisters and all that, I guess. I don't know. But so Ashley Judd picked these kids up. Then all of a sudden they go in this van and she's got like 4 or 5 other kids. And these kids are like, they're not kids. They're like 15. So they go to this van. They ended up going on a dirt road, and the dirt road literally had another van with 2 people that were waiting, and they ended up taking them to be sex trafficked. And this girl was one of them. Well, long story short, y'all probably won't go watch the movie because I know Piper doesn't really watch movies. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I think Jess might, but yeah, that was a cheap shot to Piper. So, but it was actually pretty good. And long story short, the sister and another girl ended up escaping, barely escaping. Right. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna read. Boom. Okay. Kids about how to boost their SM profile and becoming an influencer. Yeah. It's a possibility. So, you got to think, even on TikTok or Instagram, all these Instagram models. So these people, I could thumb through. My thumb gets so many miles a day thumbing, right? It does this little number all day long. Not all day. I can't even say that. There's a lot of miles on my thumb and my screen. And you'll come across a video, and it's a 16-year-old, and you didn't even know she was 16, and she's showing her ass and her boobs and shit. And it's like, really? And she's still in school. And it's like, pass on. You got to pass on. Just pass on. This is bullshit. And it's amazing how TikTok doesn't take that shit down as child pornography. And exactly, Wendy. They're not all part of it. They're not all part of domestic violence. They're just people being snatched off the street. I mean, that fast. Like how would, okay, let me ask, let's see. Oh man, nobody in here is let's see, Wendy. So no, I don't even want to do that. So let's just say you're a single parent, you have your kids, and all of a sudden 5 guys approach you. 5 guys approach you and say, get in the car. I mean, what are you going to do? What is your goal? What the fuck are you going to do? 5 guys approach you. It's you and your daughter. What do you do? Because you know damn well a lot of people aren't going to, they're just going to turn the other cheek. They're going to not want to get involved. They're not going to want to do it. But what are you going to do? You're correct. Correct. I think I actually have that here. Believe it or not, Nikki. I'm sorry, Smiles. Hold on. Somewhere I read Okay. Houston, Texas is is like the top with 3,600 sex trafficking or human trafficking. They have child trafficking. Where is it the most common? I mean, you guys, what do you scream like a banshee? What are you going to do? I mean, but see, you guys, you can scream. My thing is, nobody's going to tell me how to fight or when to fight. So I don't. I'm a very Second Amendment advocate. I believe you should probably carry a weapon. You should carry mace. I mean something, because listen, you guys, you've got 5. Let's say 5. They're not traveling with just one person. It's not going to be one fucking person. It's going to be a group of individuals walk to overpower who they feel. Exactly. I mean, you it's your life. Okay, how much is your life worth? That's what one of my instructors, that's what my main instructor told me at Cleat. He says, if your life depended on a fight and you're fighting for your life, how much is your life worth? That's a legitimate question. What's your life worth? I mean, this is a lot of this shit is it's crazy on how it works. I don't know what the gun laws are in all the other states. I think New York, you cannot carry. I don't think they have a concealed carry. I don't think you're allowed to carry out in public unless you're in law enforcement. I should probably have somebody look that stat up, but whatever. I know here in Oklahoma, you can carry, they call it constitutional carry. So you can carry inside waistband, outside waistband, it doesn't matter. So it's an insane thing to think about when it comes to human trafficking or sex trafficking, because I mean, y'all, this is real. This isn't the movies. You know, it's not like, do as I say and I'm not going to hurt you. Just keep it in your head that they're going to hurt you. Period. It's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. And you have to fight for your life. Go beat their ass. I mean, and some people say, where's my keys? Some people say, oh, I'll put the keys in between my fingers and punch them. I mean, that might be good for one hit, because you got the other keys in this hand that are cutting your hand up. I mean, you can. That'd be cool. And then also too, some of the pepper spray, I don't remember. I know pepper spray back in the day had like alcohol in it, and a lot of people would spray the pepper spray, and then if a police officer hit them with the taser, the person would catch on fire. And law enforcement officers, they didn't know. They had no idea that that's what was going to happen. I think it was also cayenne pepper. Matt, I think you're going to be just fine, brother. You got a lot of people that watch out for you and care about you. I know damn well they ain't taking me. New Jersey. Really? New Jersey, you have to get written permission? Wow. My chief would be like, yeah, fucking carry it. Carry them all. Carry as much as you can. Like in my car, I mean, and I know I'm on a different level when it comes. Damn it, poured way too much water in that. I know I'm in a different level than all y'all when it comes to carrying. So in my car, I've got my I've got 2 extra mags, my shield, and a set of handcuffs. Yeah. Yep. The middle finger. You like that? Here it is. Oh man. Let's see. My instructor told me to go to New Jersey. They don't want me or my gun. Yeah, it's I'm just a firm believer in it. I believe everybody needs to learn how to shoot it. I believe you need to learn how to clean it. I believe it's a tool. It's no different than your makeup pouch. You're scared of the police, Pat? Why? I'm just wondering. I mean, I Jess, and I know they're strict. I know that East Coast is completely strict. But anyway, so here again, so sex trafficking, substance abuse concern. Okay, top 5 risk factors. Substance use concern, 510, right? 510. I'm going to assume these are individuals, and this was all statistics from like 2019. So this was 2 years ago. You know damn well it went up, y'all. Let's see. I think it's super important to learn how to handle the situation when it's already underway. Definitely not a joke if traffickers want to get you. Yeah. So I'm also a huge fan of train. So I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So it's I'm you know, sorry. So 39 states have open carry. Woo. So yeah, see everybody, you see that the states, 39 states have open carry, handguns allowed or permit with a license. Just because you have a gun, I saw videos of people having guns, and the guy was like, "Oh, that's a nice piece. Can I see it?" And she pulls this thing out willingly, and she pulls it out. So here's my gun, right? This is flagging people. So if there's people standing in front of you, that's flagging you guys. So me, I'll stand like this, turn it, drop the mag, discharge it, pull the round out, and hand it to you backwards. Okay, that's how you're supposed to legally just hand it over. She just pointed it at him like, "Here you go, man." It's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. So I'm scared of what if the police didn't know I'm autistic? Sometimes I'm a little nervous. And you know, Maddie, and I get it. I really do. But different situations definitely they definitely, there's not one situation that's identical, especially with autism or anything else. If something was going on and you came out, let's say you came out of the house or you came out of the car frantic, hands are flailing, everything else, the police don't know that you are autistic. So the first thing that they're going to do is they are going to pull either the taser or the pistol. They're going to point it until they figure out what is going on, and then they'll put it back. So with that being said, a lot of times we really pay attention. It's the ones that don't pay attention those are the scary ones. I I haven't come across anybody that was autistic in a situation at all. But I mean, I've come across so much different things though. I came across somebody that had what I think it was meth sprinkled on top of their donuts like it was fucking sugar. I can't make this shit up. I think it was. I mean, I could have asked them if I could test it, but it's just whatever. Cali, you have to do a background check for ammo. See, California's another one. That's just a weird. You guys. So I know I'm jumping off the topic here. So as far as like ammo and guns are concerned, guns, the guns don't kill the people. It's the people behind the trigger that are killing them, right? I mean, we can all say that. I'm going to assume we can all say that. So the people that are trying to limit law-abiding citizens, okay, to carry these pistols and the ammo is like, and telling us we can't carry them is like people that you can't drive a car, or they're making it harder for us to buy cars because of all the drunk drivers that kill people in the cars. It's the same thing. So anyway, I don't want to go off topic here, you guys. So do y'all know the difference between the sex trafficking and labor trafficking? I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is a really big difference. So top five forms of force, fraud, and coercion. Okay, sex trafficking induces, exploits substance abuse issues. Period. Okay, 1,800, almost 1,900 cases. Physical abuse, almost 1,800 cases. It was 1,780. Now this is all from 2019, not 1999. 2019. Emotional abuse, intimacy related, almost 1,100. Labor trafficking, withholds pay or earnings. Man, you fuck around with my paycheck and you see what happens. Okay, you fuck around and find out. You think I'm bullshitting? Okay, there's three things you don't mess with me, and that's my food, that's my family, and that's my money. They don't have to be in that order. Just don't mess with any of those three, and we'll be good. We will be good. Excessive working hours, but I get compensated for it. Verbal abuse. Labor trafficking affects more foreign people. Ooh, I'm gonna call no. Where did I read that? So it literally, let's see, labor trafficking. That's human trafficking. I believe it actually, you might be right. Human traffickers, do they trafficking in 3 steps? Hold on. Somewhere I read that I think it was basically almost identical, because it affects it all over the world. It's not just foreign. It's all over the place. Damn, man, y'all, I feel like shit. Y'all. Do y'all feel shitty? So, do y'all know what a Romeo pimp is? So, a Romeo pimp, or also known as lover boys, are human traffickers who usually operate by trying to make young girls or boys fall in love with them. That was another movie I watched. Yeah, you're good, Jess. I figured as much, but I think you might actually be right. But I would have to look at that. Child trafficking is most common in Latin America and the Caribbean, Asian, and Africa. So that's the child trafficking. So the lover boys, they try to make their victims fall in love with them. Sometimes they manipulate the young people in other ways. Once they have the victims under their influence, they exploit them, for instance, in the sex industry. So go figure. So have y'all ever heard of, like, do the human traffickers tattoo their victims? So the trafficking victims will receive the tattoos. It's mostly like a mark. So that's something to keep track of. So look for distinctive tattoos, marks. So what you're also going to look for, though, is the fact that here's some steps right here. You're going to look for, they're going to look malnourished. I mean, do y'all know what malnourished look like? I mean, they look sick. Okay. Showing signs of physical injuries and abuse. Now, that one might be a little bit harder to distinguish or whatever, but again, it's going to happen. The biggest one that I think is going to be avoiding eye contact, social interaction, and authority figures in law enforcement. they're not going to want to look at you. They're not going to look. They're not going to want to talk. They're not going to want to do shit. They're just going to keep to themselves. Seeming to adhere to a scripted or rehearsed responses in social interaction. You guys, that's like, you need to say this from now on. Lacking official identification documents. Ma'am, let me see your ID? I don't have it. Okay. So there's a lot of different things to look for. Okay. And there's also stages of human trafficking. So trafficking has 3 steps: action, means, and exploitation. Period. Okay. Child trafficking has 2: action and exploitation. So if y'all want kids, just don't put them on a fucking leash, but just be a parent and watch your kids. Don't let your cell phone or your tablets be the babysitter. Be a parent. Watch your kids. This is because means is irrelevant, as children can't legally consent. Okay. The legal consent here in Oklahoma is 16. 16, but that's going to be on a whole nother topic. Okay. I already got something for that one. So you guys, it's disgusting. And we just need to, we need to keep an eye out for certain things. We need to just make sure we keep an eye out on shit. You know what I mean? What? Hold on a second. Let me pull this up so everybody can read it. What are my thoughts on false claims of celebrities or politicians taking part in this? Does this hurt the real claims or investigations? Bam. So false claims of celebrities or politicians taking part in this, like is the somebody making the false claims, or is like the child or the adult making the false claim against the celebrities? So like maybe like Corey Feldman or something. I think whoever is making a false claim and there is no substantial amount of evidence, I think that person needs to be held accountable. Period. That's like, they just need to be held accountable. You just totally ran this person's name through the mud, and there's no evidence that they have done anything. Yeah, the victim, the person that made the false claims needs to be definitely dealt with. So there is, damn it, I didn't even put it in here. I just saw it. I even highlighted, well, you can't see it anyway. It's too bright. Look how bright that is. So I'm going to put it up a little bit later. That's what I'll do. I'll put it up here a little bit later. So types of trafficking: sex trafficking, labor trafficking, and then type is that it's non-specific or specified, which is going to be the both combined. Okay. This is in Florida. This is something that I believe Clinton and his wife looked up. That types of trafficking, of course, sex, labor, and then a type that's not specified. Social media making claims. Yeah, absolutely, Red. I believe the people, like I said, I believe that the people that actually, if it was a false claim, that they should be held accountable for making a false claim. Social media making the claims. Yeah. Fuck, dude. That's such a huge spectrum. So the social media, as a conglomerate, you've got people all over the world that can make a claim against anybody. They really can. And that's no bueno. So, Red, what's funny about, it's not funny, not like ha 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 funny. It's ironically funny. So you had River Phoenix, right? Which was what is it? Joaquim's brother. So it was Corey and River. They were best friends. Phoenix killed himself. I believe it's because he didn't want to be a part of this anymore in his life. What's his name? Chester from Lincoln Park. He battled depression. I believe his dad and somebody else were intertwined with child pornography and child sex exploitation as well. And I think he had secrets, and he couldn't handle that either. It's hard to really try to figure out social media. It's so for it to be against the law, there needs to be like it needs to be broken. You know what I mean? So a law doesn't just happen. They don't just dream upon it and then go, oh, okay, it's against the law. They do something and then they say, okay, well, that's probably not right. That doesn't morally set right. And that's when it starts to take its shape. So some of this shit, man, I know some of this shit though, you guys, it's disgusting, because think of your hotels, think of the crappy motels, think of all the grime of the grime, top venues for industries for labor trafficking. We'll just talk work. Okay. We'll just talk work. Domestic work, 19 cases. Agricultural work, 19 cases. Really? Agricultural work, 19 cases. So it's traveling sales crews, 11 cases. Rest and food service, 11 cases. This is all on human trafficking, or I'm sorry, for labor trafficking. So, and this is in Florida. This was something, I'm going to assume this is all from Florida, from Clinton. Clinton actually did some research. Wendy did some research to help me out, because there's just so much of this. Top venues, industries for sex trafficking. Now, there's been cases here in Oklahoma where our OBN and our Oklahoma County sheriff, all of them, man, they're on point when it comes to this shit. Pornography, 70 cases. Really? Pornography. Y'all, we had one, and I believe it's still kind of an open case. Really can't talk about much on it, but I can tell you that we did go visit with a search warrant. It all started what we believed was a rape case. And she ended up telling us, she depicted the exact room, like what was in the room at all times. Like if you walked into this room from left to right and you panned this room and you panned it, she could tell you what was there from left to right. Everything, what color it was, where it was sitting, how it was angled, everything. But she also felt like she was drugged and all of that. So we do what we do. As a police officer, this is what we do. See, top venues, industries for sex trafficking. Okay, we already talked about this. Excuse me. Massage. Illicit spa massage. 146 cases. That's your massage parlors, that's your pedicures, that's your manicures. Not to say that's all of them, but that's definitely a portion. So let me tell you how this works, y'all. Okay, and this is how it was brought up to me. So let's say we'll just pick a country. We'll just say Vietnamese. I don't know of any other. I mean, we can say America. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm not gonna justify anything. So, but we'll say Vietnamese. So the person wants to have his sister or his sibling or his girlfriend to have a better life in America. Here's how it works. So they find somebody to say, hey, we want to go to America. Then they say, okay, well, it's going to cost you $2,500, or we'll just say $2,000, right? $2,000 or $20,000. Yeah. We'll pay you. Okay. You're going to pay me. Yep, we'll pay you. All right. So I want $5,000 now, and then the rest when she's over. Okay. So now they traffic her over into the United States. Oh, you don't have any money. Well, okay. Well, here. Oh, you don't have a place to stay. Well, here you go. I'll give you a place to stay. You don't have a job. Well, I'll give you a job. Oh, you don't have any food. Well, here's some food. Now that person is in debt, not just 20,000, but everything. Food, clothing, shelter, the whole nine. Okay. Then all of a sudden, that person is like, well, now you're only going to get paid like 20 cents an hour. You're forever in debt, AKA human trafficked. And it's all sitting right here in papers. Y'all, this is not hard to look up. It's relatively simple. So but that's how it happens. That's how it tends to kick in, and that's how it works. So when somebody, it kind of makes you think twice when you're looking at some of the pedicure places. You know, it could be the fly-by-night pedicures or the manicures. And you think you're giving them a tip, and it's actually going to the person that's rocking the Jaguar or the Mercedes. But they could be a legitimate businessman. You don't know. You can't just start making assumptions and everything else. You can't just go around making assumptions. Chances are they're already under investigation. And it's just, but again, if you believe that you've seen something, or if you've felt something, if you believe that something is morally wrong, then there's no problem when calling the police department and saying, hey, look, I think this is what's going on. They'll investigate. So you have several facts on human trafficking, and even on TikTok, like human trafficking. Is it human trafficking or sex trafficking on TikTok? I'm just wondering, because like I said earlier, I know you're late, but like I said, there's a big difference in the sex trafficking and human trafficking. We can't, it's almost like, it's going to suck to say it. I'm not even going to say it. Fuck it. So, but I mean, if you see something, I mean, and you feel like it's wrong, then definitely say something. I mean, now, I know I'm a cop, and I know I'm on TikTok, and I know I'm on a social media platform, but there's only so much that I can do. I mean, I don't have a magic wand to wave and poof, that person's gone. I can only do as far as I can do. It's up to due diligence and figuring out where this person resides. If you believe something's happening, call that local PD or the sheriff's department. But now, how do the airports detect human trafficking? How do y'all figure that happens? How do y'all, I'm going to ask y'all that. How do airports detect human trafficking? I'll sit here all night if y'all ain't going to type. I don't give a shit. How about that? And it's really weird doing this by myself tonight. But I think I'm killing it. But because I'm doing my thing. I kind of wanted more pizza, but I don't want to get up and leave y'all. Say again. How do airports detect human trafficking? How do you think that the airport will detect it? Do 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 do. Thanks, Troy. God dang, I love you, bro. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, Matt, I'm gonna need you to strum me up a bass when slapping the bass when it comes to if I ask the audience a question. So, question again for the audience is, how do airports detect human trafficking? I would assume multiple flights in certain locations in a short period of time. That's a good one. That's a real good one. So the number one, okay, few or no personal items. Number two, clothing that does not fit their travel destination. Think about that. Well, something just popped up here. Three, visibly upset, fearful, or anxious. Wendy, it's cool. Pipes answered also. Uh-oh, where did she go? Hold on. Are my comments not coming in? I did not see your comments, Miss Pipe. There's one. It says camera or routine pickups. I would think so. I would think so. In the airport for a long period of time. Here's number 6. Okay, you ready for number 6? Unsure of destination, reason for travel, or who will be meeting them. So I guess they've got like a protocol as to like it, let's say like undercover ninjas. So so basically think about this. So let's say I'm traveling to, I don't know, South Florida, and it's August. We all know South Florida, August, it's 1,000 degrees with humidity, right? We all know this. But you're going to see me only wearing oversized sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and I'm traveling to Florida with nothing else. And I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm scared, whatever. So that could be almost like a dead giveaway. Like it's kind of like something doesn't feel right. And this shirt looks like it's more hanging off. Like I'm just kind of like, don't go. Possibly, Jess, possibly. So if you think like maybe like let's say there's sex trafficking. So let's say it is sex trafficking, and you're dealing with somebody that it's the pimp, right? So now you've got the female doing like this or doesn't want to give eye contact. Sounds like you're carrying drugs to me. I don't think you got drugs, body cavity search, especially going through South Florida. See what I mean? So you already have some sort of idea of what is going on, right? As so far you see this. So if even if I look upset, I mean, this is, and I'm saying me, but come on, y'all, for real, not me. Because I'm just gonna wear whatever the fuck I want. But I mean, for me to be sex trafficked or human trafficked, I will fight for my life. Oh. Oh no. Is my Wi-Fi out? Oh crap. You hear me? But can you see me? I don't know what happened to the camera. Well, there goes that. Oh no, what happened, you guys? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Mic check. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. So here, let's do this. So I'm going to do this until I figure out what's going on. Here's this Homeland Security, you guys. Homeland Security. So Homeland Security, believe it or not, actually has a website. So I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but check this out. Wendy, throw me a text if y'all can see this. Oh, I did get text messages. So anyway, so here's your human trafficking and here's your resources. Okay, you can see it. Sweet. So you click here on resources. I'm going to show you guys a picture. Okay, we're going to scroll here to document library. And we're going to go to posters, right? So look at these posters. Look at this image, y'all. Watch this image. Traffickers don't discriminate. They don't give a shit. They don't care. I need to I mean, let's zoom in. Let's see if we can zoom in on this image. Look. They don't care what color you are. They don't care what nationality you are. They just don't give a damn who you are. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't know if my camera is still up, you guys. So let's try. So I'm going to, and this is all DHS. This is not like, this is Department of Homeland Security. Okay. And so it's, and I can't believe I'm still. Let's switch to this camera. No, the mic shouldn't have went out. Did the mic go out too? Man, look, y'all. I can't play this. I can't play this today. No, mic's still there. Is the mic out for real? Can't be. Test. I'm seeing that it's active. Okay. So I guess I'm going to have to look into this camera because the other camera decided to take a shit just now. So let me see. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what happened to the other camera. Hey guys, did you miss me? Hey guys, what's up? So just like Red says, Red and Piper, boy, you can never expect that everything's going to flow. Like every show, something has happened. Every show. Woo-wee. Y'all get down with it. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? You know what to look for if you see like some shit happening? I think the major cities are California, New York, and Florida, and Houston. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. So I guess my mom is watching. What is up, Mom? No place for me to comment. Let's see. Chicago, a ghost is playing around. Mama Vanilla. Don't call her Mama Gorilla, because boy, I'd probably feel the wrath on that one. Correct, Miss Piper. Correct. See something, say something. You guys, they're gonna keep pushing that. And just do it. Just do it. I don't know if she's still watching or not. I'm gonna assume she's gonna throw me a text, but I don't think so. We'll see. And she could watch this show later and she'd be like, "Oh shit, he was talking about me." No. So, I mean, you guys, again, this is just going back to, if you really think about it, some of the shit that happens. Oh yeah. Okay. Good night, Ma. So you think about what the first topic was, suicide. You think of the second topic was what? Domestic. Third topic was substance abuse. This topic is human trafficking. It's kind of funny how they almost all go in a full circle. You know what I mean? Chicago, yeah, but honestly, I don't think it's really in like the top. It might be in the top 5. Is that her voice? Oh yeah, this is her voice. Her voice sounds just like this. It's my high-pitched voice for females is all generic. It's been like this for 15 years. I mean, it's just, I don't talk like that. Yeah, I know, but you could. So, you know what? I'll Google that real quick. I'm going to Google that real fast. And I know y'all probably are like tired. I'm pretty tired too. I got to be at work tomorrow. I'm going to be running the PD. Let's see. Let's just look it up. Top states for human trafficking. Ooh, 2020. See if they've got those numbers. The most human trafficking cases have been reported in California, Texas, and Florida. According to the hotline, Las Vegas is also a hotspot due to the city's culture and high rates of homelessness. But every state in the U.S. has reports of human trafficking. So there you go. California, Texas, and Florida. I think New York is probably in the top 5. I mean, hell, dude, I've got New York with 3,074 cases. Houston, Texas is 3,634 cases. And LA has got 2,803. Washington, District of Columbia, 2,730. Miami's got 271. It's stupid. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm wondering if a lot of people kind of like turn the blind eye, like, because you have to do things with, you still have to be careful of yourself. You still have to be wary of yourself, your safety. And if you're with your family, you have to worry about your family safety. I don't suggest going and running out there and being a fucking king of the hill, and being like the caveman era and just going into someone's car and beat somebody's ass. I mean, but you don't know what they've got. You don't know if they've got what kind of weapon. You don't know squat. So, I mean, it's just, that's the logistics of it. So when you've got this stuff going on, you have to be just weary of where you stand as a human, and just be cautious. Just be very, very cautious. And that's just what they know of. Yeah, it's very scary. I'm going full Boondock Saints on the pedos. Yeah. Um, I think everybody would probably do the same thing. So I don't know. Hey, Troy, I don't know. Are you still here? So, do you remember on Facebook that there was Oklahoma, um, um, like people were trying to confront them on by pedos, but I know they were doing that on Facebook. I haven't seen much of it because I wonder because you're doing stuff illegally. I mean, all the right reasons, but the wrong way, if that makes any sense. I know. Vigilante justice. So anyway, so you guys just keep an eye out for shit like that. You know what I mean? Just keep an eye out for some stuff. I mean, again, I'm gonna share the website again. Now this is for Oklahoma. Troy, Nick, whoever else is in here from Oklahoma. There's 13 of us in here. So I'm gonna share the screen again. So this is Oklahoma. This is Oklahoma's the dragonflyhome.org. Look, common misconceptions. There you go. Misconception. Human trafficking victims are all or mostly foreign nationals. American citizens as well as foreign nationals can be victims of human trafficking in the United States. It's important not to overlook those who were born, raised, and trafficked right here in America. So I guess that was what Jess was talking about, how we all thought it was all foreign. No, they're all or mostly foreign, if that's a misconception. Smuggling and human trafficking are two different crimes. Smuggling is a crime against a country's borders and involves illegally transporting someone into that country. Human trafficking is a crime against a person. So there's traffickers are all strangers and or abductors. That's another misconception. Misconception, the interstate highway system is the reason for human trafficking in my state. That's another misconception. It's important to remember that human trafficking exists because there is a demand for illicit sex and cheap labor products. People who buy other people for sex and or labor are the reason for this crime. Regarding the highway system, specifically, reality for any victims of human trafficking looks like being sold in their home state, their hometown, or their family's home. No highways are needed. While it's true that some traffickers keep victims on a moving circuit between cities all over the United States, some traffickers never take the people they sell out of town. Look, misconception. Human trafficking statistics are well documented and easy to gather. It's not. Everything's all over the board. Traffickers often stalk and abduct victims in retail venues. That's another misconception. They don't stalk them. Stories often circulate on social media about being followed around Target or Hobby Lobby by someone who sees some suspicious, raising fears of being kidnapped and sold. These are not scenarios and are commonly reported by victims of trafficking. We should always practice being aware of our surroundings and personal safety. Predators could certainly follow someone around a store with malicious intent. If someone is following you and are exhibiting threatening behavior, you should report it immediately to the authorities. Traffickers tend to be more strategic in who they recruit rather than conducting random kidnappings. They are more likely to reach out to someone who seems vulnerable and develop a relationship that they can take advantage of to the person into human trafficking. Now, so here's one. I remember, oh crap. I forgot what I was going to say. If you get a chance. Oh, labor trafficking. Okay. Sorry, Jess. Yeah, it's the statistics are all over the board. Everything, like they said, that they're just everywhere. We can't really get a validated anything. If you get a chance, check out Jason. This thing popped up, says new comments, and I can't click it to go off. So guys, just be careful of what you're doing, where your surroundings. Don't walk in dark alleys, ladies. I mean, this happens. Okay. Just be careful. You guys, it's been a hell of an episode. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with the Gorilla Lounge. I plan on doing more next month. Believe it or not, we're changing everything up next month. We're going to do like a relationship versus relationship. We're going to do several new episodes next month regarding like dating, marriage, do's and don'ts, horror stories. Not horror stories, horror stories. We're going to talk about like just random stuff when it comes to dating, to chivalry. Is it dead? Is it alive? What are some of the common things that men should do when they're out on a date? What are some misconceptions that men should do on a date? So it'll be fun. I've got special guests all lined up for next month. And they'll pretty much just kind of chit chat and shoot the shit with us, and make for a real exciting next month. For people that aren't following, the odd couple, the Oddcast. Follow them, watch their show. It's funny as hell. Nacho Average Dad for the Nacho Sports. You've got Vela, you've got Piper, you got Red. I mean, it's a whole hodgepodge of people, and I love every fucking one of them. They're badass. Watch them, take advantage of it. Watch them. Then you've got right there. You've also got the Jess and Nick show with the Backwoods Collective. It's comedy. It's fun. They talk about movies. They talk about everything. It's a great show, you guys. We all kick ass. I still can't read y'all's comments. For some reason, it's not scrolling up. I keep clicking this stupid button and it's not coming around. So you guys be good, be careful, do your thing. And, but let's not forget, next month is also Teen Dating Awareness Month. Okay. Teen Dating Awareness Month is next month. Show your orange. Okay. It's orange, believe it or not. So you guys, be good. Be safe. Love y'all. Have a great evening. I'll see y'all next week. Peace and hair grease.